Okay, let me make sure my chat's up. Hey everybody, welcome. Wow, I forgot what it's like to not stream on my phone. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm Stefan. This is the White Dog Tarot. We're going to be doing some free readings today. I have open phone line if anyone wants to call on the show to talk or to get a reading done. And of course, we're going to have chat questions as well. We'll see how busy it gets. I feel like we usually get more new faces when I mobile stream. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably stream. What time is it? It's like 6. I'm probably gonna stream for like well, we'll see. Maybe an hour. Um, I think I have some plans later. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, it's great to meet everybody. And if you're new, I do offer private readings. They're $65, and you can connect with me through email or on Instagram. Okay, so we'll wait for some faces to show up. I just bought some Norse runes yesterday. It was kind of an impulse purchase, but it turned out to be a good one. Um, it's been really fun pulling runes for people the last 2 days. I just digested this book yesterday, so it's gonna take a little bit for me to get more fluid with it. But yeah, it's been really fun. Um, so maybe we'll do a collective message until we get some chat questions. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great week. And yeah, it's Friday. Okay. All right, so let's do it. Let's do a general message. What deck do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this deck. You know what? I should probably burn a little sage before. Okay. I got the sage for my birthday, and it actually smells really good. Okay. Okay. Hopefully my live chat's working. And yes, hi to everybody new. Hey, Mohammed. Great to see you, man. Glad you made it back. Hey, it was really nice to meet you last week as well. Glad you stumbled on the show. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing very well. It's been a great week. How are you doing? Mohammed, you're in Scotland, right? How's everything? How did everything go with that girl? You know what I realized? I'm 37 years old. I think I still call women girls. I don't mean anything by it. I guess it makes me feel youthful. I don't know, it just feels cuter and more innocent to be like, I have a crush on this girl, rather than be like, I have a crush on this woman. Hey, Lisa. Okay, that's not. Hey, I'm gonna give you some brotherly tough love. That's not taking a leap. Following her on Instagram. If anything, you should be doing that after you talk to her, not before. That's the order of operations, not before. But what's done is done. But you will. You'll approach her. You know what? Just it's okay. No big deal. No big deal. Um, you know what? When you approach her, just approach her as a friend, not as like you know, a predator. Not that you are. Get to know her first, and it'll take pressure off you, you know? You know, just go introduce yourself to her. What time is it in Scotland? It's got it. What you guys are? What you're 5 hours ahead, I think, right? It's 11 p.m. there. That's just kind of a guess. Lisa, what time is it over in Jersey? I'm just kidding. Lisa's like pretty close to me, ostensibly. I'm in New York. It's just how you've seen others do it that are your age. Hey, don't ever follow what other people do. That is a bad baseline. Okay? You want to make a proverbial splash? Do something that other people don't do. Okay? Be different. Be yourself. How old are you, by the way? Because if you are younger, that should not be taken as gospel in this generation. You're only 18. Oh my gosh, you have such an older presence. Do you have a Scottish accent? I know, Lisa. I know it's 6:10. I was just messing with you. We only live like an hour and a half away. You know, I had somebody share with me recently that I don't know, what is it? Are you millennials? Is that no? I don't know what generation you are. Maybe I'm a millennial. People are having a lot less sex than they used to, which I honestly had a really difficult time believing. It's true, I guess, by the numbers. So, I mean, I know by the numbers people are having less kids, which we can kind of deduce a few reasons why. But hey, Sophia, oh my gosh, it's great to see you. Yeah, Lisa, you're my age. It's a strong number, 40. Yeah, Mohammed, do things differently. Honestly, man, just have blind confidence in what you do when you approach her, because that's everything. Just being confident. That can overcome a lot of personal fallacies. So sure, Mohammed, ask away. Sophia, check this out. I was at the bookstore yesterday and um I bought Norse runes. So we can I've been adding that to the tarot readings. It's been awesome. Yeah, that's great. Ask her to do the school project. So you're in high school or college? That's the spirit. College. What are you studying, by the way? Guys, I think I need a new chair. I need like a proper armchair. And Mohammed, let's start with a rune for you. Aerospace engineering, I love that. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's definitely not liberal arts. Nothing against that. Mohammed, what would you like a reading on? I don't see your question. Liberal arts is very cool. Honestly, I'm very just pro education in the sense of learning, conventionally or unconventionally. I think the more we learn and read and expand, um, I never think that's a negative thing. So, Mohammed, I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to pull cards on this, dude. This is not something, this is like a fate thing. All right? What if I tell you that things are going to go great, but you walk over and, like, I don't know, you tell her she's ugly or something? Obviously, it won't matter what the cards say. Trust in yourself. Be confident. The answer is yes, it's going to go great. All right? Let things unfold. All right? That's not a check. That's not a card that has substance to pull tarot on, whether or not she's going to follow you back on Instagram. Let's be responsible about what we're using divination for. And I love you. Okay? That we don't want to like abuse the cards for that, okay? And frankly, I'm of the opinion that if I start like lowering the vibe and pulling cards on stuff like that, it's gonna start having a really negative impact on me. And I'm pretty sure I've paid off most of my karmic debt, or a good portion of it. So, or I'm en route to do so. Um, but what do I know? It's okay, no worries, no worries. But I hope you understand what I mean. You know, let's be intentional. All right, we're not supposed to know everything. You know, we're not supposed to know everything. What we can do is know ourselves better, always. You know, create less space for doubt and insecurities. Let's pull a card for you. Hey, Kelly, for sure, for sure. I'd love to pull a card for you. Mohammed, you never know until you try, man. And like I told someone earlier, you know, you might talk to her for a little bit and realize that she's not your cup of tea. Sorry, that probably would hit harder if you lived in England, but um and Mohammed, I hate to say this to you, and I don't want this to deter you at all from having fun and meeting people and like asking out girls. I mean, the probability of you marrying this girl at the age of 18 are not high. Now, there's always atypical situations, but so just have fun. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. All right? I mean, I'm 37, and I mean, I'd like to get married at some point. So if I'm not putting pressure on myself, you shouldn't either. The right person will make themselves known to you, and they'll like you for who you are, and they'll see you for who you are. And just be authentic, and that's probably more than a lot of your peers may or may not be operating under. So, hey, Michelle, great to see you. Hey, Zay, you're going. I love the library. Guys, I have this cardigan. Sorry, I got off topic. I have this cardigan that was my grandfather's. Every time I wear this cardigan at the library, someone always comes up and asks me where a book is. Like I could infiltrate and sneak into any public library as an employee with this sweater. Michelle, it's really good to see you. I'm doing great. It's been a really great week. All right, Mohammed, let's pull a card for you. What do you need to know? Just do it, man. Don't overthink it. Just do it. If you need some pro tips, I'd be happy to help. Because I'd like to see you get your confidence up here. So you can always message me on Instagram. Be confident. Be confident, Mohammed. Spirit took the words right out of my mouth. The Queen of Wands is confidence. She embodies confidence. She's self-assured, knows she looks good, knows she's good enough, energetic. Be in this energy. Embody this energy. One more. And don't be so afraid of somebody turning you down. That's the other message with the second card. It's going to happen. All right? I mean, even I can recall a time when I approached a girl and got rejected. All right, it happens. Builds character. Much love, dude. Jalen! Look at you showing up with the real name. No more alias. I love it. Jalen, it's so good to see you. It's funny. Like Michelle and Sophia and Jalen, I only see you guys when I stream from my house. I've been streaming every day on mobile streaming. I never see you guys when I'm doing that. Jalen, it's so good to see you, man. I feel like I need a debriefing on what's going on in your life. You're welcome, Mohammed. Just show. Well, I don't want you to pretend, obviously. Just, if you really like her, show genuine interest in her. Like what she's interested in. And that will also help you get to know her better. Oh, Jalen, how are you feeling? How spry are you feeling? Do you want to come on I'm about to do a reading for someone for chat questions. You want to do some chat question readings for me? Like I'll do a reading and then you can pull a card or two. Yes, I do like to lay in the sun like a lizard. I know that's not great for my my fighting time agenda, but all right. Guys, my really good friend who's been watching the show for a while actually, Jalen from Atlanta is going to come on and he's going to do some readings with me for all of you lovely people. So we'll start with Michelle and then we'll do hey Kim, can you become rich? Absolutely. You can absolutely become rich. I would just suggest to you that it may depend on how passionate and how dedicated you are to being successful. Jalen, let me know when you're ready. I'll give you a call on Instagram, and then we're going to pull cards for Michelle. And we can also pull cards for, oh, Kern, not Kim. Kern, then we can pull cards for you. Guys, we can all become anything we want. I know I just sounded like a third grade elementary school teacher, but it's true. You know, we get back what we put into things in our lives. People, work, you name it. Ourselves, like for personal growth. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. It's so nice to hear your voice. Guys, can you hear Jalen okay?
How are you?
Oh, Jalen, I would take it off video because we're getting feedback and they can only hear your voice.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure it's just not on speaker.
Because we're getting feedback.
Yeah, I can hear myself in the background.
Let me take you off the
Okay.
video. Okay.
Okay, great. And Jalen, once I elevate a little bit and I actually figure out how to get you on video, I will do that. But you know, I'm a couple years behind the curve on technology. Okay. Can everybody hear Jalen okay?
Hi, guys.
Okay. All right. Okay, Michelle, let's do some cards for you. Jalen, you're a little staticky.
Oh, it may be my.
That's better. That's better.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, and everybody can hear you fine. Oh, Jalen, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Jalen. I'm currently living in Atlanta. I'm from Indiana, and I like to tarot read. I've been doing it for 2 years. I took a break on it, and I came back and actually found Stefan's page, and I loved it. We connected, and I came on and I did a reading for Stefan before it, and it went great. So
it was
at this time. It was great too.
It was really fun. You have been the only other reader on my show, so okay. So Michelle, she'd like for us to draw a card for her, and how long it would take you to get pregnant. Michelle, I don't think Jalen and I can pull a card on that.
Okay, Michelle.
Michelle, are you talking about with your boyfriend that you got back with? Michelle, I love you. You're so funny. I'm trying to like not be ungentlemanly. I mean, I guess it really just depends on how strong his swimmers are. But and I guess does he want to have kids? Michelle, let's pull cards on something else. That's not a tarot question. All right? And I love you.
Love you too, Michelle.
All right. Michelle, I'm going to pull a card for you just for general advice. Okay, so keep, try. Keep trying to have, keep trying, you know? Um, but that's not something I have any business tapping into. Let's see what comes out for you. So, Jalen, I'm going to pull a card for Michelle for whatever comes out. And then afterward, I'll let you pull a card for her. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
And then, Michelle, we're going to do a Norse rune for you at the end. Okay. Okay, my friend Michelle Oligard. What spirit? What can we tell her? Okay, on. Okay, I got a very specific message, Michelle. If you want to apply this to whatever's on your mind, be it pregnancy, I want you to, one, change your perspective on strategizing for the future. Wow, what a specific message for a 3-card pull. Change your perspective on strategizing for your future and what you want. Okay? What else do we need to know? I think on stability, I think that's coming out. Something new that could bear long-term stability. Maybe it's this relationship. I actually suggest that this might be saying that you and your significant other, I think since you guys have gotten back together, because I know that you had broken up for a while, I think it's time to sit down and really talk about long-term plans together, what you guys see, how you're going to get there. That way you're not kind of just like flying by the seat of your pants. Even if it's about finances, planning for the future for finances. Because if you're thinking about having a baby, I'm sure I would hope that this is a conversation you guys feel like you're ready to have together. But that's a really specific message. I think I'm going to keep it there. That feels really specific to what you need to know right now. So strategize with him about what you guys want. If you want to have kids, what that actually looks like. Listen, we don't always have to jump to Jalen and Stefan, the handsome tarot readers, for advice on pregnancy. You can always talk to a doctor to see, if it's possible, all that stuff. So, okay, Michelle says, but do you mean I'm too controlling and I'm trying to get pregnant? I didn't say that at all. Is that what you got from what I said? That's not how I feel. Is that how you feel? Obviously that's a big choice. You want it to be a mutual choice. Otherwise that's going to be like a recipe for disaster. But I don't see any energy of you being controlling. I do think you need to surrender a little bit, but I think you guys need to strategize together. You want a little bit more on, well, you know what? Jalen, what do you have? And then we'll circle back to this. Hey, Jalen, I'm getting really bad static, so I think everybody else is probably hearing it.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hearing it? Let me turn off my ear.
Okay.
Okay. What about now?
Much better. Much better.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. So, Jalen, why don't you set the same intention, what we can maybe help her with here?
I got you. So a lot of people in my life, they've been, what is it? they would pressure me into having kids right about now. So I think it's beautiful that you do want to have kids. I hope it's what I got is pure intentions. Over here, I'm using a mystical oracle deck,
Okay.
and I see joy in it. And also, someone thinks you're baddie, so I'm thinking that he thinks you're baddie. He's what the relationship is mutual. So it does say from the moment you emerged into this world, you had extraordinary talents. You understand starlight, animal voices, and all things magical. And it has a kid on it, so with like a crown. So
Interesting.
I'm getting. So yeah, it may be something in the future. She might be telling us something. And then it also says, remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. So know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. So I'm just getting maybe it's time, but I don't know how many. It's hard to say how many planned pregnancies do we actually have in this time. So that's what I think is beautiful. The fact that you are planning, you're able to plan, that you feel financially secure enough to have a kid. Because wow, a lot of people right now in 2025 wouldn't recommend it. However, you have your own life to live, and you're not living it for anybody else. So, Michelle, I say go for it.
Awesome. Jalen, that was a strong message. Michelle, off of what Jalen just said, funny enough, with when he brought up that he saw a child with a crown, I just want you to know, I feel like I have to say this. I just got heavy sun energy. I feel like you're gonna have a boy. I do, very strongly. Blonde hair, maybe. Okay, about changing your perspective. Changing your, Michelle, about changing your perspective. This is what I got. So it was clarified by the sun. I think on what it means on maybe just being happy right now in the here and now. Changing your perspective on maybe incorporating mutual happiness. I do think you asked about being controlling. I didn't pick up on that, but I pulled some clarifiers. And I do have to say, afterward, I do feel like there is a little bit of an underlying thing I'm seeing where you kind of have like and again, it's okay. Like, I'm not beating you up. I think you're an awesome person. I've known you for a long time. I know you're really committed to like your spiritual path. You have such good energy, Michelle. I think you've kind of gotten accustomed to being alone. So you have a kind of like a proclivity to feel like you need to do things on your own. And I think there's an energy of maybe that's how you have to change your perspective, abandoning that and realizing that everything that happens moving forward, it can't be a solo journey. Decisions always need to be made together. Decisions always need to be made together. This also speaks a lot to happy home marriage. I think looks like a mutual choice. What is the deal with this? Hold on one second. Michelle, did somebody turn down a job or something recently? I'm kind of getting this like apathetic kind of like resistance to something new trying to come into your life. I don't know why. You said you're hoping for a girl? Well, listen, I didn't just do a sonogram on you, so you very well could, okay? It was just a feeling I got, but
I got twins.
You got twins? All right, maybe you know what? When you are pregnant, Michelle, we'll start a raffle on the White Dog Tarot. So we'll see what happens. Okay, maybe that's what this is. Wait, one more. What is this about? What is okay? Michelle, try to go with the flow a little bit more. And again, really plan for the future together. All choices need to be made together. Um, and try to surrender to just enjoying the moment. You know, if things are going great, don't stress about the future if you don't have to, okay? And that comes in with like you and him just making sure that you're on the same page with things. So you bought fertility supplements. Very nice. That was fun, Michelle. Good reading. You know what? Let's do Kelly next. Actually, let's do a quick rune for you, Michelle. Then we'll pull cards for whoever was next. Sorry if I missed someone. Okay. Interesting rune. Can you guys see this okay? Okay. Let's see what this is. Defense. Interesting.
Is that a Z?
It not really. It's almost a Z. Let's see what this rune is called. I just got this rune book yesterday, so I'm still learning. And guys, I know I don't have David Attenborough's voice, so I apologize. Let's see. Okay. 109. Okay. Okay. Defense, assertive powers, U tree. It's called the Ewaz rune. You should actually look this up too, Michelle. EIHWAZ, the Ewaz rune. And sorry guys, I'm not good with Old Norse pronunciation. Okay, so as we're tested, we fund the power to avert blockages and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to the conduct that creates stress in our lives. So maybe that's what you have to change perspective on. If there appears to be an obstacle in your path, consider that even a delay may prove beneficial. Interesting. Maybe that's tying to the surrender energy of the hangman. Do not be overly eager to press forward, for this is not a time or situation in which you can make your influence felt. Patience is the counsel the Ewaz offers. Nothing hectic, no acting needy, or lusting or after a desired outcome. Interesting. Wow. Michelle, talk about a direct tie to surrendering with the hangman energy. I think you should just try and be present for this moment, be happy with how things are going, and not push for anything in this moment. But it is okay to have a little bit of future foresight. And it says avert anticipated difficulties through the right action. So that's another energy of you guys planning together as a team for things. I know, Jalen. Jalen, you know what I'm going to do this weekend? I'm going to figure out how we can, Jalen, to his question in the chat, I'm going to figure out how I can get up a second. I think I can hook up Zoom to my feed so we can have your video up too. That would be much more fun. So, okay, Michelle, good reading. Kelly, what's your question?
Can I elaborate a little?
Oh, please, Jalen. Yeah, by all means, take it away.
So Stefan was actually he was absolutely correct. The other card that I got is it's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart and you can't go wrong. So and then I got what? The guy that you with may be a friend of a friend, and then it says great time, bad friend. However, it says you will have a destination wedding. You're showing me the future. of a destination wedding and just remembering who you are. I guess taking your time, going with the flow, like you said. That's all.
Interesting. Michelle, I think that means something because I got the wedding card too with the Four of Wands. So that's a good sign for you of happy times ahead. And also maybe a new home. Because I know you brought that up too. That's the new home card. So thank you, Jalen. That was awesome. AR 2001, it's so great to meet you. Thanks for finding the show. We'd love to pull some cards for you. There's a little bit of a line. So, Kelly, what's on your mind for Jalen and I? Jalen, can you see the chat too? I wasn't sure.
Nope.
Okay. Kelly wants to know, what does Spirit need me to know right now during my transformation? Oh, good question. Jalen, you want to go first?
Yes, I'm watching you on mute.
Okay. Do you want to go first and let Kelly ask
Sure.
what Spirit needs to know right now? Yeah.
Michelle's energy.
And Kelly, you're in Pennsylvania, right?
Just a little shuffle for Kelly.
All right.
And don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless.
Okay. Any other messages?
Shout out to Penn State. And it's okay. So the card that I have, the first one is don't give. You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you for having. How many people are ahead of me in queue? Okay, so Kelly, you felt that when the don't give up. It says it's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in your life happen during and after hard times. So keep believing.
All right. Good message. And Michelle, you're so welcome. I'm glad you liked the reading. All right, Kelly, let's see what you need to know. You know what? I just had an idea. I'm gonna try something new that I've never done. My daughter gave me her deck of playing cards. I'm gonna try to do a reading. Let's see if I can pull some cards with a playing card deck. I've never tried it before. Okay, let's see, Kelly. You know what? I'm actually gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna do some clarifiers with a normal tarot because obviously there's no major arcana in a playing card deck. So, and Jalen, Kelly said thank you. She needed to hear that. So,
Awesome.
all right, let's see what else we get, Kelly. And guys, please feel free to subscribe if you're new to the show, and hit the like button. It really helps the show a lot when we get likes. I just found that out. So, okay, Spirit, what can we tell Kelly and PA? Kelly, this is kind of experimental. I might crash and burn right now. We'll see if I get any messages. Okay, I like this for you, Kelly. Okay. So I know you went through a breakup recently. Ten of Spades. This can feel like a real loss. I mean, it can feel kind of like a betrayal. It's the Ten of Swords equivalent. But to me, what I actually take from this, and it doesn't have to be so like dramatic. One of the beautiful things about this card is it signifies an ending and a new beginning. And damn, Kelly, talk about synchronicity. After an ending, new beginning card, I got an ace. I got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is something new that the universe is bringing into you. I don't know if you see it yet. I do think that you're still holding on to some sadness Um, and maybe some regret, like sense of loss. I get it. I get it. But one of the messages with the Five of Hearts is a lot of times there's something already in our energy. Well, not a lot of times, always. It tells us that something already exists really close, like in our energy that we're just not seeing yet. It's, the guy's grieving over 3 spilled cups when he has two full ones behind him. Let's see what else. Let's get some clarifiers for fun here. Bye, Michelle. Great to see you. Jalen, Michelle says goodbye. Michelle I think she's in Finland. I always get it wrong. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Thanks, Jalen. Thanks for calling me Big Magnet. Okay.
Oh yeah, you definitely a babe magnet.
Thanks. I mean, I'd like to attract
I love to see it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Also to subscribe.
I mean, I'd like to attract the right babe. I mean, I haven't had great luck with my magnetism recently. So, okay. All right. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. 10 of Swords. Yeah. I mean, Kelly, this was totally like a sex-based connection. And I feel like maybe you've kind of lost a little bit of the passion. What's this ace? Okay, love this. Okay. Kelly, I think is this somebody new? Ooh, very mysterious. Okay, Kelly, I think you have somebody new coming into your life. They might have air water placements. This person's going to be kind of like mysterious. They're showing up as King of Swords. They might have blue eyes, by the way. And facial hair. This is somebody, it's not going to be overly emotional, but this person might actually be like weirdly intuitive, or have deep emotions that they just never really express. Like the King of Swords is very cool, calm, collected, like head over heart. He's also very trustworthy. I mean, he's a very intellectual, very well spoken, has like a good set of ethics. I actually think you might meet this person out at like a social gathering. It might be like a friend of a friend situation. One more. Okay. And Kelly, get out of your head. Get out of your head, please. No more like feeling like you're trapped, like you're trapping yourself. You're showing up as Queen of Wands. Like you're very attractive. People find you attractive. They find you to be magnetic. You're not trapped. The Queen of Wands is a free spirit. So really embrace that energy, and I think it's going to attract this person. I really think you're going to meet this person through a friend or or at a social gathering. That feels really strong. So, um good message, Kelly. Kelly, should we pull a rune for you? Jalen, I'm going to pull a rune for you too before you go. Sound good? Do we still have Jalen? I can't tell. Oh, we do. Okay, you're here. Good. All right. Kelly, let's pull a quick rune. All right, Kelly.
I'm still here.
I said I'm gonna pull a rune for you too before you go. Kelly, I want you to take a couple deep breaths. Think of something that you're struggling with, but I want you to phrase it in your head as an issue. I'm having an issue with, okay? So let me know when you have it. Take a couple deep breaths for me. Oh, thanks, Lisa. You said I'll be with somebody? I'm not worried. I'm not too worried. Okay. Spirit, give me a rune for Kelly. Okay. Okay. Kelly, I got the movement rune in reverse. Um, it's funny, the last card that came out for you is the Eight of Swords, which kind of speaks to this. Let's see what else we can get here. So, Kelly, this is what you need to realize. Whatever you asked or kind of like channeled in on before I pulled this rune, like what you're having trouble with or what your issue is, what you need to know regarding that issue is that right now movement appears to be movement that appears to block. So be certain that what you're doing or not doing is timely. There's no missed opportunities. You just have to recognize that not all possibilities are open to you and that not all opportunities are the right one for you, essentially. The opportunity at hand may be precisely to avoid action. Interesting. If you're feeling at a loss or unclear about the need to act, consider what is timely to your nature and remember what is yours will come to you. Very lovely. Okay. I hope that was helpful to whatever you're thinking about. Hey Marita, great to see you. Okay. All right, Jalen, let's see who's next. AR 2001. Are you still with us? I'm not sure if Kern is still with us, who dropped in and asked if he's going to become rich, and then I think he slipped out into the darkness after he asked that. You love that answer, Kelly? Great. I love these runes. I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all that every time I've pulled a rune for someone or myself, it's been so like just completely in alignment with the reading, what I'm feeling. So okay, AR 2001. You're so welcome. Jalen, AR 2001 says thanks for reading me. Will I get the job that I recently took an assessment for? I'm really ambitious and hardworking, but things don't seem to be working out in his career for the last few months. Okay, man. Hey, we've all been there. AR 2001, where are you chatting with us from? I'm Stefan, and we're with Jalen right now from Atlanta. Dude, we've all been there. You know, usually when we're hitting blockages, there's usually a reason for it. Sometimes it's the universe trying to tell us that we need to do something different. Anything different. It could be something small, too. So will you get the job? Let's pull cards. I try not to focus in on yes or no's like that. But, you know, if you feel like you're trusting yourself, you're putting the right intention, ambition, and hard work into something that you're passionate about, I can tell you right now, man, you absolutely... oh, you're from Pakistan and you're a girl. Sorry. Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, you absolutely will see results eventually. That's how things work out when we're kind of trusting ourselves and we're doing the right thing. So let's see what's going. And it's so great to meet you, by the way. What are you? What field are you in? Let's see what you need to know. Maybe there's a blockage that you don't know about. I'm actually going to start with a rune for you. And I'm Stefan, by the way. What's your name? So I don't have to call you AR 2001. Asterius Subliminals, nice to meet you. Thanks for finding the show. I think you're new. I'm Stefan. And I'm here with Jalen.
What's up?
Okay, so AR 2001, thank you for having me. I studied law and worked in the UK in this area. Your name's Aruba. Aruba, pleasure to meet you. And you're so welcome. Thanks for being here. Let's pull a rune. So it sounds like Aruba's issue right now is securing a job. So Spirit, what can we tell her about that? Let's see what's going on here. I got the journey rune for you, Aruba. Interesting. That's a strong rune. I think that came out for someone else recently. Okay. I remember this rune. This came out earlier. Okay, I can tell you right now. I think some of the blockages for you, this is what I'm just picking up on. I think you need to try and bring yourself into more balance. And I think that you might be I think you might be struggling with some communication issues. I think something that could be impacting it could. I'm not saying it's the root cause, but I think you might maybe take a step back and try to re-examine how you're communicating and approaching some of these interviews, like how you're carrying yourself. Not per se that you're carrying yourself wrong, but it could be subtle things. Let me get some tarot on this. It could just be you needing to be a little bit more confident and assertive. I mean, listen, I don't want to make any presumptions, but I mean, I mean, I am a human being, and it's not lost on me that there's quite a bit of sexism in the world, not just in America. And I imagine that's probably something you have to encounter where you live in like probably a more male dominated industry. So that's definitely not lost on me. And I couldn't even begin to understand what that feels like clearly. So I would just tell you right off the bat, you really got to bring, there's no classy way to say this. You need to bring as much big dick energy as you can to these interviews. All right. You need to be confident, assertive, right, Jalen? Is that good advice? I want you to go in there.
Yes.
You practice on your dad. I want firm handshakes with some of these guys you're interviewing with. You need to show them that you're tough. And I hate that I have to say this because honestly, it pains me that it's 2025 and there's so many people in parts of the world here too where it's like, I mean, it's so ridiculous that you are not looked at the same in certain places because you're a woman. It's horrible. I actually dated a girl who's an attorney, and I know that she kind of ran into some of that stuff too. I want you to go in there to your next interview with confidence, real confidence, assertiveness too, like real assertiveness. This is not the type of time to be, I guess, like held back. Okay, you really need to go in there with confidence, assertiveness. And I think that's really going to help. So, like, be commanding, be confident about your answers. Please, Jalen, please. Piggyback.
Okay. I was going to say, can I take a look at it? So I think I'm going through the same situation. I want to ask, are you still in Pakistan? Because that is that's a big deal. But right now, the world is changing. and leaders are changing, and people in organizations are being bought, and unemployment is as high as right now. Just to let you know, and it hasn't been this much since 2001. Um,
In the States
so
or globally?
Yeah, in the United States right now.
Wow, I believe that.
Yeah, and I believe it's because the star seeds. We can't go against ourselves internally this year. This whole year, I just haven't been able to go against myself internally. Not for a job, not for a person, not for anything, because I believe what I believe, and my beliefs are getting stronger internally. So I do feel that, and you want to do something that feels more like you, that you don't have to go in and and be too assertive or do this.
Yeah.
You're a female. I wanna make sure I can dress the way I want to dress. I want to make sure my hair is the way it is. And who's looking at that? To be honest, nobody but the person that really not even supposed to be in charge. We have a lot of people that's in charge that's not as sophisticated, beautiful, or smart as you, and then they get upset at you for being that.
Yeah.
So you end up in a situation like this where you have to look internally. Like he said, I believe you got to go home, like talk to yourself in the mirror a little bit, and learn who yourself is first.
Yeah.
I do have a card that says, "Stay true," and it says, "The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself."
Damn.
So
That's heavy.
And then I got another one that says, "Treat me like somebody." So I'm believing that somebody wasn't treating you right. The workplace wasn't right, or anything. And I get emotional with this because it it hits home for me.
Yeah.
And home is literally work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never told you that. I don't know if I told you that stuff. And I stayed at the hotel I used to work at.
Okay. I actually didn't know that. No.
Yeah. And I just got an eviction letter the other day. So it does hit. It's like I gotta make a decision right now.
Yeah.
And it always feel like that. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter when. But it feels like something coming up. The last time I lost a job like this, or lost a job, and it happened not based on what I did or what I was going through or anything like that. It was just supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Because COVID happened after.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was happening, what was going on. But this time I'm looking not for not for a stimulus check or any a PPP loan. I'm looking for somewhere I can be myself. I'm looking for my home. So I hope that aligns with what's going on with you right now, Mr. Luba.
Guys, that's all any of us want, to feel like a sense of belonging, and Aruba, it sucks, I mean, Jalen's not wrong, it, I wish we could, I mean, I try not to be idealistic, but I try to be optimistic. We should all be able to just be like our authentic true selves and be judged for like our integrity, our character, like our work ethic. And it's really sad that you have to go in there and maybe be judged regardless of like the merit of how good you are at your job because you're a woman. It definitely creates a handicap. But you know what, Aruba, you know what I will tell you? I always do my best work when somebody tells me I can't do something. So we're going to pull a card for you. I want to pull some tarot. If you didn't get any of the jobs you applied for, there is a reason for it. Okay? But I think the first thing to do is apply with intention to places that you feel a connection to. If you can, and also know and believe that you're good enough for the job. Be confident and be assertive. Okay, that's really important. That it's not a time to be meek or downplay or be soft spoken. I want to pull some tarot to see what else we need to know. And it's so great to meet you. Let's see.
Yes, thanks for coming on the show. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.
Thank you, Jalen. This, wow.
I got all emotional with that one.
Hey man, I'm not the guy that's gonna begrudge you for that. I'm a triple water sign. So okay. That's damn, this is intense. Aruba, so far I've pulled 4 cards and I've gotten 4 major arcana. I need to figure out what's going on here. Okay, got it. Oof, oh my gosh. That's heavy. Okay. You're very intuitive. You read people well. You're also very seductive. I know that's not helpful for you to know at all, but I had picked up. People find you alluring and mysterious. I know that it's not lost on you about like how some of the institutions work that you have to be part of. I think it's extremely important for this process. It's extremely important for you to tap more into your spiritual side of knowing, trusting yourself, trusting what's right. I think it's going to make such a big difference. And when it comes to really important choices, I got the Lover's card, which is for this a card of choices. I got the Hangman again. It's an energy for you of surrendering. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot. You're probably like, what the hell does that even mean? It's about not trying to force anything. You know, why am I not getting a job? Will I get the job I applied for? It's about kind of this really spiritual detachment. Damn, this is such a heavy reading. So much like intense, transformational, spiritual understanding and energy. It's detachment, surrendering, changing perspective on how you can do things, choices you can make, paths you can pick, jobs you can apply for. And damn, Aruba, this is going to change your life, my friend. I got the Death card, Scorpio energy is my card. This is about a complete transformation of oneself. Like an old way of who you are is literally dying, and you're being like renewed and rebirthed into a better version of yourself. Guys, I always make a really bad joke. This Death card doesn't come out when you're transforming into like a shittier person. Like it's not like the old better way of you is dying and you're like downgrading or you're becoming a worse version. It's about like rising from your own ashes as a better version of yourself, a more tapped in, trusting, like intuitive version of yourself who looks at things differently, makes choices for themselves differently, lives more in a detached energy, not in a bad way, but a detached, like what's meant for me is meant for me. And also I'm going to choose to change how I approach things, how I approach jobs, how I'm looked at, how I approach, how other people see me potentially, not in like a superficial way. It's you transforming into the better, more confident, more tapped in version of yourself. And Aruba, what a cliffhanger. I got the blank card after that. Holy shit. This never comes. I mean, this card comes. I mean, guys, there's 78 cards in a deck. Not a high probability that this comes out very often. And I can tell you that's only come out twice for one other reading. Maybe, yeah, maybe 2 other people. And myself once. Aruba, what this card tells me after this transfer, wow, this is, I'm like on the edge of my seat right now. You're not supposed to know. The blank card means that what comes next, you're not supposed to know about. Nobody is. I'm not allowed to even pull another card for you. I just got chills. Anything I pull for you will not be helpful. It'll be confusing, and it'll also just piss off the universe. If I start doing it, you're not supposed to know what happens after you transform into this person. Damn, this is exciting. Wow.
I got look in your dreams. Like you have dreams about it, or you already recently had a dream about the assessment that you recently took.
Mm. I just got a strong message to Aruba. I think you have a pretty good understanding of how some of these like companies, let's call them institutions, work that you're applying for. I think you need to tap in and use that to your advantage too. Um, like you're fully aware of how these companies operate, so use that to your advantage because you're very intuitive. Read the room, read people. You know, especially when it comes to like interpersonal communication stuff with applying. I really think there needs to be a transformation for how you see yourself, and I think what comes next is something really good. Even though I'm getting a blank card, I'm getting really strong energy that it's going to lead to like a much more empowered, self-actualized version of yourself, which I would imagine in turn leads to you having a job. Because I mean, listen, Jalen and I don't have to pull tarot on this. I can promise you, you didn't go to law school, so you only to be unemployed the rest of your life. Okay, hon, you're absolutely going to get a job. Okay, it's a matter of maybe you needing to go through this process. Maybe that's why you haven't got it. Maybe you were ready to, or the universe didn't think you were ready. So this, know that this is meant to be. Surrender and detach. You know, no more dwelling on whether or not you're going to get a call back from this company. Who cares? That's not the only law firm out there. Okay, you're going to get what you need. I promise you. This is such intense energy. You're going through like, I mean, this to me, I know judgment is spiritual awakening. This is like, I don't even know what to call this. I actually need to take a picture of this and look more into this. It's heavy. Aruba, you're gonna be fine, okay? But remember, it all starts with you. If something hasn't been working or progressing, that usually means there's a delay or a blockage because we need to do something different. Whether it's extreme or not, whether it's changing how we do something, changing how we show up to something, applying to places with more intention that we feel connected to. How does it work? You got a law degree in UK. Can you practice in Pakistan? I mean, is that where you want to practice? Like, could you go to another country and practice other than Pakistan? Oh, you're so welcome. You're amazing. You're amazing. I mean, it takes an extraordinary amount of commitment and discipline. I mean, one, to leave your home country and go somewhere else to go to school, but two, to actually follow through and complete something that takes as much time as a law degree. So you should be really proud of yourself. You should be really proud of yourself. Again, do things with intention, you know? Be confident about who you are. Whether it's fair or not, because clearly we both know it isn't. Be self-aware of of what you might need to initially change or project about yourself in order to, unfortunately, like, get considered with some of these handicaps of, like, you know, you having to apply for jobs against people who you may or may not be even more qualified than, who just happen to be men. And I truly hope that at some point, this is a conversation that doesn't need to happen in the world. You know, it's amazing how much changes, but really how much really just stays the same in a lot of ways, decade after decade. So, Asteria's subliminals. Do I have tips on how to read people's thoughts? You're making me chuckle. I don't have any tips. I'm sorry. I can't even really explain how it works for me. It's still confusing and a mystery to me. But what I can tell you is, or I should say, what was the catalyst for me, really being able to like tap in and like actualize my intuition in a way that sometimes kind of scares me, because I have a hard time shutting it off, which is difficult, especially when it's around people. That's a conversation for another day. It's what I would say is it starts with a real deep, deep attention to shadow work, seeing like yourself as you actually are, working on healing, understanding like who you are, looking at yourself with like under a microscope for all the good and really bad things that you need to work on. To me, that was the start of it. But there's no quick guide to intuition, guys. There's no like, I mean, damn, there's no like express lane to higher consciousness, you know? Um, it starts with bringing balance into your own life and making the right choices. I mean, I can almost guarantee you the universe is not going to even consider you letting you anywhere near someone else's brain or thoughts if you have bad intentions, like you're not in balance. It's going to be abused. It's not going to be used for good. The universe isn't going to support you on any intuitive journey until you do right by yourself and others as best you can in a real commitment to yourself. So that's what I would say. And I'm not a finished product by any means. You know, there's always lessons to learn. But that's your tip. That would be the tip. That's the $7 tip, I would say.
I like that question.
It's a good question, and it's not an easy one.
$7 tip. I like that question. What is that? Hysteria. What you have to find what makes you most comfortable. I like to laugh. So after like okay, the other day I was watching like George Lopez. I don't know if y'all watch it, but it's like classic for me. And I don't know, it's like the running laughter helps me not take life so seriously. So then you're able to pay attention to the body language, to the verbal cues. Like you're not even like caring no more, and it comes off naturally. And you can tell how a person's feeling, how a person what they would want. Usually it's in person. I'm not good at what online right about now because I don't like not being able to see a person and knowing where they're at. And, you know, it makes it a little bit harder. So I do understand, Stefan.
Yeah. Let's see. Asteria, where are you chatting with us from? And also, Jalen, I just got somebody who wants to come on the show. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I know it's irrational. Part of me thinks if I try to add a caller, my computer's gonna blow up or something. Can we have a three-way call on Instagram? I wonder if that's possible. Does anybody know? Oh, you're in France, Asteria? Very cool. I love France.
One.
I guess we could try. Should we try?
Awesome.
Let's see.
I don't know though.
Okay, my moderator Zay just told me we can. All right, that's good enough for me. So Jalen, we're gonna try to call Tress, who asked, would it be possible to get some advice regarding whether or not to get back with her ex? So let's try to get Tress on. And guys, I apologize if I have no idea what's about to happen when I try to add a third caller. So we'll see how it goes. Just make a group chat with everyone first. Let's see. How the heck do I do that? All right, let's see. Try to call Tress here. Okay. Guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I wish I was better with this stuff. Jalen, do you know how to get a group chat going for on your end?
I think it's these on Instagram. It's in the right hand corner.
The join button?
Is it the join? And then send an invite?
Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna message you this person's. Let's see if we can get you. Because you're probably way better at this than I am. I'm gonna send you their Instagram name. Let me know if you have any success. And Asteria and Jalen, it's so great to have you on, guys. I'm so happy to have my friend Jalen on. He brings such good vibes and such good messages. And he definitely has a much different perspective on many things than I do, which is always what I love to have on this show. So, okay, Jalen, I just sent you their IG name. I just messaged it to you. See if you can get it up. That's what she said. Anyway, okay. Asteria, you're so welcome. I'm glad it was good advice. It takes a long time, and the hard part is trusting your intuition, but that only comes when you know yourself. It's really hard to see other people clearly if we don't want to see ourselves clearly or be real with ourselves. So okay. And Jalen, if you get disconnected, you can just call me back through Instagram, okay? Let me know if you have any success.
And I agree with the shadow reading too. Well, not shadow writing or reading.
Shadow work?
Yeah, the shadow work. Because once you know yourself and you know what you've been going through, you will actually see a person going through the same thing that don't want,
Yeah.
Stay with wow. And that's how you get to know someone.
Damn, dude. Chef's kiss. That was so beautiful the way you said that. I never even considered it from that perspective. He's right. When we identify our own pain, that's when you can see the same type of pain in other people, usually. And it definitely makes us a lot more compassionate for other people. I
added Tress, but I'm not getting add back. Could you add me back?
Okay.
That way I can ask.
Yeah, let me let her know.
Okay. Is it the right one? It says Tress D.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, so while we wait for that, while we wait for Tress to get back to us, does anybody else have any questions in the chat? And sorry if I missed anybody. Marita, it's so great to see you. And Queen, it's good to see you too. Sorry if I missed your message. Hey, Galactedness, great to see you. Oh, let's do one for Zay. Jalen, we're gonna do one for my friend Zay, the moderator.
Okay.
Not the, my, or the official. Zay is so much more than a moderator.
That's right.
Okay, Zay wants a rune pull, and then Jalen. Actually, Jalen, why don't you pull a card for Zay first? And I'll do the rune after, okay?
All right. Zay. Oh, they're popping out for you, Zay. Okay. Let's see. We got energetic pull. A true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Okay. We got a world mover in the building.
All right.
That's what I'm getting. And then you want me to keep going? You want to shuffle?
Only if you want to, man. Whatever you are feeling compelled to do.
Gotcha. And I got the door is open. Pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in the goodness and watch the magic happen.
Ooh, I love that. That's a good.
That one also goes back to how to read people, because if you're doing it out of the wrong way, then you could lose that ability to read. I've done it accidentally. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from that too. So make sure that you're doing it out of the goodness and not out of spite. Yeah. And then the last one I have is the spirit of love. And I'm gonna let you go, Steph.
Okay.
Don't search for true love, for it will find you. If you just hold on to who you are, the world already loves your essence. So don't change it for anyone. I love it, Steph.
All right.
And Zay.
Okay, Zay, I got the Othila rune in reverse for you. Actually, is it in reverse? No, it's not. Okay. Actually it was, excuse me. I got the Othila rune in reverse. Upright, it's about some of the key meanings are separation, retreat, inheritance. Reversed, so this signifies it's not a time to be bound by old conditioning, or like old ways of doing things, like outdated beliefs, old authority. And it's not, this is a time, most importantly, and whatever was on your mind, I want you to apply this message to the rune, because that's really how we're supposed to interpret runes. What we're kind of picturing in our mind as an issue, you have to apply the message as best you can, where you see it fit. So this is not a time essentially to be selfish. You want to consider others, and act in your light side, not your shadow side. It's also potentially about taking a radical departure from old ways and being completely and totally honest with yourself. It's really an energy of being authentic with yourself and others, now more so than ever, because like a negligence can really like cause some serious blockages and pain for you. And adaptability and skillful means are methods to cultivate at this time. And it says you need to wait for the universe to act. We do without doing, and everything gets done. Good rune. I love these runes. All right, guys, I'm hitting an hour and a half, and I'm starving. I'm actually, Jalen, do you want me to pull a rune for you before we go? And thank you all for tuning in.
If you're feeling it.
So, Jalen, I want you to try and picture or think. You don't have to say it out loud. Try and hone in on an issue you're dealing with and what you're looking for some guidance on, okay?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go mute so you don't
Okay,
hear my music.
totally cool. Asteria, I'd be happy to pull a rune for you. It's my second day, so I just I read this whole book last night. I just bought these Norse runes yesterday. It seemed like something that I was kind of getting pulled for. So, all right, Jalen.
Room.
Jalen, I'm gonna just do a quick little energy. I'm gonna just burn some sage real quick. Okay? Just clear the energy. And dude, I'm sorry that things have been a little up in the air. Is it with your living situation recently?
Oh yeah, it's stability. I would take stability over anything right about now. I would love to live alone. That way I can breathe and hear myself breathe. For some reason, that just really motivates me to keep
Yeah.
going.
Listen, I think, dude,
Having control over my life.
I'm very goal oriented. That's how I prevent myself from going crazy or feeling bored. Dude, I have so much faith in you that you're gonna that it's gonna happen for you. I got so much faith in you. I mean, guys, I'm 37. I didn't buy my first house till like 4 years ago. You know, there's no right or wrong time. So, you know, maybe it's just there's something to be learned to kind of push you to like put the gas pedal on, you know? So let's see. Okay, let's pull a rune for Jalen. Well, Jalen, I got 2 acres. You can always come stay up here in New York with me, dude. You might even fall in love. Very large gay community where I live in Hudson. Okay.
I know, right? It's New York.
Okay. Interesting. So I got the opening rune. I'm gonna just pull a little bit more to see what we get here.
Yep. Don't threaten me with a good time.
All right. Opening, fire, torch. Of course you got a fire rune. You are a fire sign, after all. That would make sense. Okay.
Also, I'm still trying to add Trez, but I'm not getting a response.
Okay. So it's called the Kano rune. Kano. I would even suggest, if you have some free time, look up more info on this later and how it applies to like a rune spread. If you want more insight to what you asked. But the Kano rune is the rune of opening and renewed clarity, of dispelling darkness that's been shrouding a part of your life. You're free now to both receive gifts and to know the joy of non-attached giving. Interesting. Kano is the rune for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration. Interesting. All of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. Wow, that feels pretty fortuitous that came out for you. Let's see. The more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. In relationships, there can be a mutual opening up, which you may trigger and set in motion through self-awareness. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there's now enough light to see that that you know what you need to do. Interesting. That's a pretty strong message. Did that resonate at all?
Yes. It
Okay.
definitely resonates only because I like to know where I stand with others, especially when it comes to authoritative figures. And right now, knowing that I have the letter to know that I have to leave, it does put me my foot on the gas pedal to try to, make a plan. But at least I don't know. I've been hiding. I felt like Anne Frank in my room because they don't want you to see other people. They don't want people to ask
Yeah.
questions, and neither do I.
Damn.
But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
yeah. I understand, man. Well, you know what? All things are temporary. Um, and dude, I mean, you're so talented. I'm so not worried about you being able to find something that makes sense for you.
I love that. Thank you.
I'm gonna pull one tarot card for you, and then we're gonna do a rune for Asteria. Okay.
Yes.
Spirit, can I get some guidance from my friend Jalen? What does he need to know now? What's his blockage? What's his blockage, Spirit? Okay. Don't be cheeky. I think he knows that. What else? All right. Damn, guys. Just one of those days. The Hanged Man came out again. I can't shake this card. It doesn't matter what deck I use either. All right, 1 second. What does he need to know? Wait, change his perspective on what? Damn.
Hangman is like, yeah, me right now.
So
we hanging in there.
This is what your blockages are, correct? Or your big blockages. One, I got the King of Pentacles. I feel like you are
Low.
no, man, because I don't think you're I don't think you're negligent financially at all. I think it's kind of like this
Right.
as above so below, where maybe it's like you want what you don't have. Guys, listen, we've all been there. This is no shame on anybody. I've been there. Every single one of us has been there. When we feel like we're lacking and there's scarcity with money, we tend to get hyper fixated on it. And sometimes it can be unproductive. So I think the blockages for you is changing your perception of yourself, of who you are and yourself around your own stability, money, and more so, I have to say it is a message. Take it if it applies. Some indulgence, but I think it's you stepping into understanding like your capacity to create, be a business leader. The blockage is you really needing to be committed to being more disciplined. And in turn, what's going to happen when you kind of surrender this I don't have enough, like you're taking the step to be stable because it's who you want to be. You're stepping into like a much more disciplined, grounded energy when it comes to like focusing on accomplishing or going after things, and less in an energy of I don't have enough, so I need to just scramble to get by. So it's switching that mindset and really surrendering and changing your whole perspective. It's going to, I mean, I got the Judgment card, dude. This is like a spiritual awakening and a brand new phase coming in for you. Like it's a redemption energy too. That's it. That's really interesting. What else does Jalen need to know? Spirit. Dude, okay, another pentacle energy. Of course, this is coming out for you. This is what you need to know, man. And I hate this. I feel like a boomer when I say this to you. There's no short, guys. Like real accomplishment and achievement of something that we want that's worth anything to us. There's no fucking shortcuts in life. And I'm speaking to everybody. The Knight of Pentacles is not always a sexy card. It's a card of hard work, dedication. There's no cutting corners to things. And I used to think there was. And more times than not, I ended up in the back of police cars in my 20s for it. Or just in really bad, dark places, okay? You do things with integrity, efficiency. The thing with the Knight of Pentacles, though, Jalen, this guy always fucking gets to what he has set his eye on, his goal, like the thing he's working toward, whether that be your own place, anything. This guy always gets there. But it takes an exorbitant amount of commitment to oneself and hard work, and being productive, and really being grounded and understanding that there's no like get rich quick scheme more often than not. That's what spirit wants you to know. That, I mean, to me, this tells me that you're going to get to where you want to be, especially through the shift in mindset. And dude, I love you, man. I want you to start tomorrow, right now, you know, have a plan, what you want to do. And if you're feeling a little lost, just sit, I mean, I can tell you, I go into isolation or I go outside, I spend time alone, because at first you want to figure out what's going to make you happy. What's going to be the way that you get to the goal, which is, I think in your case, it sounds like, I'm sure you have a lot of goals. It sounds like one that you mentioned was having your own place, feeling like it's your own space. How do we get there? To me, it's a lot easier to achieve things, especially when it comes to like things rooted in like the pentacle energy, like tangible things. When we have a plan that's practical and also something that we like, that we love, you know, it's a lot harder to make goals happen when we're doing so through like, and again, I'm using a broad example. We take a shitty job that we hate, that's so beneath what our capacity or our passion is. Not to say that you can't get to a place. It's going to be a lot easier, a lot more seamless. You're also going to have a much easier time overcoming these kind of like self-imposed blockages about self when you have a plan to get there that's kind of backed by something that you care about doing, and you put everything you have into it, man. I believe in you, you know. Just remember, I mean, we all have the capacity to put everything we have into something we really care about. I mean, if I can walk away from a job that paid a lot of money to do this because I believed in it, dude, you have every bit of capacity, if not more than me, because I know what you've been through, man. You're so fucking resilient. I got so much respect and admiration for you. This is nothing, man. This is so, you've been through so much more difficult things than this. I would much rather be in a position where I know that what I'm putting in is going to be the outlier of like the outcome. Like, this is going to rest solely on you. And damn, that should make you excited. I mean, it should be exciting that you're in control of making this happen. There's no one else holding you back. It's just you. You just want to have fun effortlessly and forget money exists. You know what, man?
I think it's possible.
Listen, I try to operate under the pretense that money comes and goes. It's not something I hold on to. I always try to be really generous with what I have, knowing that it's going to come back. But guys, having a life of no direction, I mean, damn. I mean, I know a couple people who were born with silver spoons, and a lot of them grow up to not really be very happy. A lot of them are in shitty relationships or unable to even keep a relationship. They have drug problems. I think life is most enjoyed when we have like a direction or something that inspires us. And if we're lucky, we can cultivate that into a career. But honestly, Ben, the money comes when you start doing right by yourself and just simplifying what you think would actually make you happy to wake up and do every day to get there. And dude, just know I'm here to support you. So is everyone else. I'm always here to help you any way I can if you're going through hard times. All right. Um, I mean, I want to see you succeed, and just know that I've been there, man. I mean, guys, at one point I was homeless, sleeping in a car in my early 20s. All right. Um, you know, and that's something I'm really proud of about myself, where I used to be and who I am now. You know, I mean, I'm not as maybe fun as I used to be, but I'm certainly a lot less reckless. But dude, you can create this, and just think about how good it's gonna feel when you actually accomplish it. You know, and don't let go of that, man. Don't let go of that. Okay. Um, there's times to have fun.
I'm proud.
Don't work yourself to the bone, brother. Okay? Balance, but consistency, and a clear create a clear plan in your head for what you want, so you at least know how to get there or have an idea of how to start. And anytime off air, you know I'm always down to help you because I'm pretty resourceful with that stuff. So
Can I be honest?
I hate honesty.
The the creativity. What is it? I like doing creative projects, and
I know
they've
you
never
do.
been done before. Like write it in journals for men, because men don't journal a lot, and these things aren't trendy yet. And what? It's just hard to get them to the people who it needs to get to without paying for boosts in the posts. It's like Instagram and social media has gotten really money envy,
I
money
know.
hungry
Hey,
on those terms.
Jalen,
So yeah,
if you are on your soul purpose and doing something that you care and you love, the fucking universe supports you. Okay? And they will. And I'm going to make a really bad joke. You know what was really unpopular like 6 months ago?
what?
And it still is. Having a YouTube show with live callers and doing free tarot. That's why that's why we're the only one, you know? It's doing
Yeah.
something you fucking believe in. But it's also putting the work in, and then the fucking universe has your back, dude. I just got the second angel card coming out for you, Temperance. You balance out yourself, you get yourself and understanding of what you want correct. If that's something that you care about, just do it. Hit the pavement if you have to. Network, put your heart into it. The universe will support you, okay? They will. The universe did not support me when I was at a job that I hated. They made it really difficult for me. So sometimes they create blockages to force change. So, dude, I believe in you. I mean, somebody's got to be the first to do certain things, you know? That's how new things start. That's how we create new. So if it's not popular, you know what that tells me, dude? This is hangman energy, changing your perspective. If it's not popular, that means you don't have a lot of fucking competition. There's not a lot of people who do it, which means that you could do something that you're good at and that's unique to you that no one else fucking does. How about that? How about that?
I love it. I love it.
Good.
And I have been getting, I've been getting like friends and even family. They tell me, "Oh, I've seen it, and you're doing a really good job." But most people don't view it. They like look. They just see it. I don't. I hate. I don't.
Listen, man.
I don't like that.
I get it.
I dislike.
I get it.
That they see me, but they don't see me.
I understand. You know, I'm just going to say this in passing, guys. There's a book called The Four Agreements, which is really easy to read. There was some really good stuff in it that I took away. One of the agreements is to not take things personally, and that doesn't just mean negative. It also means positive. And like with that, it's almost like, listen, it feels good to be acknowledged and appreciated by other people. We're human beings, but we have to do things for ourselves. And not everybody's going to understand it. And that's kind of a surrender energy in and of itself. Like, you know, I think my idea of success, like with this show, is in no way what someone else or like people in my life who, like, you know, are like work at law firms where they make $300,000 a year. Like who are, you know, I mean, I have a lot of friends in my area who came up from New York City, and I'm not even close to their tax bracket, even at my peak when I was doing okay. Um, their perception of success has nothing to do with mine. So, I mean, with that said, um, we have to do something because it feels good, and not be. We can't look for recognition from others if people don't understand why we want something at at its core. Like to me, um, I feel like I've already succeeded because I feel like I've gotten the chance to at least help hopefully one or two other people who have met me and come on this show. That's like success for me. To me, that's my view of success, being able to like make some impact in someone's life for the better. So don't listen, the second you remove this idea of needing recognition, because a lot of people they won't even be able to give it to you in the right, it's like closure. Someone might say like, hey, we're proud of you, but it doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? It's not what you need per se. So do things for yourself, and that's gonna speak volumes to other people, you know. um that's what I would say. That's what I would tell you. And it's also very empowering to know that you're doing something for the right reasons for yourself. Um, completely, completely outside of how other people are going to perceive it. You know, I mean, trust me, man. I I had a couple. I mean, more than a few people in my life literally look at me with disbelief and awe, like I was fucking crazy when I left like a corporate tech job that paid like 130 grand a year, to do this for free with no revenue stream. um and you know what, it was really tough for me the very first time to tell people. That was one of my lessons, getting through that barrier, being comfortable with who I was, you know, stepping into the power of what I chose for myself, you know, and really committing to that. That's the commitment, you know. So, dude, time and dedication will get you where you need to go, and we're all here to help you, and I'm here to help you. And you know that. That's, I don't make empty gestures to anybody. So, um I know you can do it, and start now, you know, start the mindset now. And you're gonna have the help from, you're gonna have help from from the universe. I mean, I got the judgment and temperance.
Yes.
So okay, man.
I'm waiting on the world to change. I see the world changing, and I know it's going to change. That's why I'm waiting to tackle it. Well, not even waiting. We should be doing what we love to do when the world's changing.
Well, you know what, man?
I want to say Asteria has been waiting.
You know what, dude?
Asteria, I'm sorry.
Things change.
It got real.
Things change, but don't let bad experiences in your life, or people who have hurt you, don't ever let that change you. And that goes for everybody, guys. Don't let bad things that have happened to you, or people who have hurt you, ever change your capacity to like love somebody unconditionally, like how you look at yourself, you know. That was something that I had to realize, and it was probably one of the most like whole I've ever felt, like stepping into that. So, dude, I am so happy and grateful that you came on. Thank you so much, man. It was such an honor to have you on and take some readings with me.
And no problem. It's an honor for you to invite me. I do want to come on another one. Whenever, maybe Thursday.
Awesome.
The planet ahead. Now that I have you on this page.
Dude, we got to stay in touch more too. You know, I'm here for you, man. I love brainstorming ideas. or helping you run off ideas. You know, I want to help you as best I can. So,
And same here.
So, all right, dude. All right, much love. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for coming on.
All right, love you, Steph. Thanks
all right, love you too,
me.
bud.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Y'all have a good day.
All right, guys, I'm so happy we got Jalen on. Jalen's my favorite cat in Atlanta. Andrea, it's so great to see you. Okay, Asteria, we're gonna pull one quick rune. And then guys, I'm kind of donezo. I'm pretty faded. I streamed for an hour earlier. I'm hitting like 3 hours of streaming today. I'm trying better to manage my energy so I don't get burned out. I'm pretty faded, I think. So I think I need to call it tonight. I'm gonna do one rune for Asteria, because Asteria, it's so nice to meet you. I'm so happy that you found the show. And yeah, for everybody new, all my shows are free and always will be. So and if anyone ever would like a private reading, I do offer those. We can do any length of time. It's $65 for an hour, and we can FaceTime, whatever you like. And then we can really go deep. Okay. All right, Asteria, let's pull a rune for you. Interesting. Fertility. You got the fertility rune, Asteria. Oh, this is a badass rune. This is like, damn, hold on. I think Demetris got this rune. Maybe not. Okay. This is... Wait, hold on. One seven. Asteria. This is the Inuse rune. Inguz. Fertility, new beginnings. This rune, this is like a water sign rune. It's akin to the moon. That's interesting, which speaks to the more intuitive part of our nature, which is quite interesting. And it urges us toward harmonizing and adjusting in the sphere of personal relationships with others. Inuse embodies the need to share, the yearning to be desired, and search after familiarities. Very interesting. It's so, with some respect, it's about connection to others, to ourselves, to others. It also stands for the completion of beginnings. The completion of beginnings is what Inuse requires. Excuse me. Drawing this rune may mark a time of joyful deliverance, of new life, a new path. This is like an endings and new beginnings card. Very interesting. This is like a cycle, a new cycle card. It's a rune of great power. Receiving it means that you now have the strength to achieve completion, resolution from which comes a new beginning. Above all, completion is crucial here. It may be timely that you complete projects, Asteria, right now. That's really important. Crucial. That needs to be your first priority. That's heavy. I don't even know. That's almost too abstract or figurative. The rune indicates that you must fertilize the ground for your own deliverance. It also reminds us all things change, nothing is permanent, and we can't live in any sort of permanence amid obstructions. This is also, it's like an unblockage of delays. It's pretty significant. So whatever you were thinking or you asked, and I would also go and read more about this rune. You'll get a lot of really good info on it, how it applies to what you asked. You're a little lost in life. Asteria, listen, when I'm recharged tomorrow, I would love to have you on for a phone reading, or we'll dig in with through a chat question if you're not comfortable coming on the show. I'd love to help because we've all been there, you know. Sometimes we're not as lost as we think. We just are afraid to make the right choice for ourselves. I think that's what I realized about myself. And that's a big moment. Usually we there's a confusion where we confuse being lost, where in reality we know we're not happy and what's not making us happy, and we're afraid to admit that to ourselves and do anything about it. That's a very human thing, and we've all been there. But I would suggest that if you took some time to sit about why you're feeling lost, what specifically, and try to shine a light a little bit brighter on what it is, you already have your answer. And then the real scary part is acknowledging that and having the fucking courage to do something about it. But I can tell you, as scary as it is to acknowledge what's not making us happy and creating a change, I can promise you, in hindsight, to me, it's doing something new, changing something that's not working, a person, a relationship, a job, a place that you're living. Is it really scarier changing or doing something about it? Is that really scarier than the idea of doing nothing and being stuck exactly where you are or how you're feeling, like without any change in sight? To me, that's the scary part. To me, the fear is the idea of knowing what's missing and doing nothing about it. That should scare us a lot more, guys. It's just life. I mean, having multiple brushes with death and more tower moments than I can even really count over the course of this life, and probably my last one. What are we so afraid of? Why are we so afraid to be happy? Because we always know what makes us happy. And if we don't know, we need to figure that out. Nobody's going to be able to tell you or know you better than you can know yourself. You know? So sometimes we're not as lost as we think we are. We've all had I mean, hysteria. I've said it before. I mean, I truly believe you guys are all an extension of me, and you guys all mirror me and what I've been through in a lot of ways. I mean, that would make sense why you all found the show and keep coming back to stare at me. You know, we all share similar experiences, just on different timelines. But we're all here to push each other to be better. That's how, I mean, damn, I don't have all the answers. That's the only way I feel like I know how to at least create small waves in the world that can have a good impact, you know? It's okay to be lost, but just don't be afraid to look for the exit, you know? you have to make a change in almost every area. It can feel that way sometimes, but you know what? Start small. Not everybody can just throw a fucking grenade on their life and just implode it and start over. Sometimes we have to, and sometimes the universe makes us have to. One thing at a time. You know what? This is going to sound so stupid. Well, I don't know if it is. It helped me. I don't think there's anything stupid about finding something that actually practically helps. If you feel like there's multiple things that you need to make changes in, take some time. Like tomorrow morning when you wake up, write them down. Write all the changes down that you feel like you'd like to make. And then pick one that feels like the lowest hanging fruit to start with and start creating a plan to do it. Damn, watch how good that feels when you actually do something. And I'd love to talk to you more about this when I'm not running on fumes. So, and sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. Lane Light, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm sorry I missed your comment. And Asteria, it's great to meet you. And look forward to connecting with you again soon. We got your back. We'll figure it out. Very helpful already. Good. Let's not create fake obstacles for ourselves, you know? Andrea. Hey, Andrea. I'm okay. Thanks for the arrows. Let me go up. Your daughter said she was very moved with the reading about the dogs that I... Oh, good. That's sweet. I'm happy to hear that. That was a fun episode. It's some guys, I did a street reading stream and it just somehow like evolved organically into an entire episode just about doing readings for people's dogs and passed away animals. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lane Light Reflections. I'm kind of running out of gas. I'm Stefan though. It's so great to meet you. I'm sorry that um I'm sorry that you caught us at the tail end, but I hope to see you back soon. And thank you. Yeah, turn on the notifications. Your own vulnerability scares you right now? Yeah, you and a lot of other people, my friend. Maybe start by asking yourself why. What are you so afraid of? Is it really so afraid to be your authentic true self about how you feel? You know, that guy who asked for quick tips on how to read people's minds earlier? There's a quick tip. I mean, damn, if we can't truly be honest and vulnerable with ourselves, that's part of intuition. It's stepping into who you are, wholly, good and bad, knowing yourself. What the hell are you so afraid of being vulnerable? You think you're gonna get struck by lightning? Why is it so scary? Yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, it's okay to protect your feelings and your heart, but it can't be at your own expense, okay? Because it's not gonna make you feel better or happier or more whole. You gave your daughter permission to chat on the channel? Aw, that's nice of you. I still have not told my daughter that I have a YouTube show. That's information I can't allow to get leaked as a 7th grade girl. talk about that's vulnerability I don't want my daughter hearing half of the things I talk about myself, which are not very flattering. Okay, guys, I need to go get some food, and I keep getting a million calls from someone who I was supposed to hang out with. All right, guys. Much love to all of you, and guys, please connect with me on Instagram, so we can stay in touch, or you can email me. So, okay, bye, guys.